Securing financial transactions. Financial transactions are an exceedingly legalized business process, with the significance of attaining and registering security being a fundamental pillar of risk management and legal certainty. Whether a lender is extending credit for a commercial venture or an individual is financing or guaranteeing an asset acquisition, the legal recognition of their interest in the underlying collateral is what transforms a risky promise into a secured asset. This process, often referred to as perfection, ensures that the lender's claim is enforceable not just against the borrower, but against the entire world. Without proper registration in the appropriate public office, a security interest remains imperfect, leaving the creditor vulnerable to a variety of legal and financial pitfalls. Therefore, the act of registration is not merely a bureaucratic formality but a strategic necessity for any party seeking to protect their capital in a financial transaction. The foundation of priority and notice. The primary objective of registering a security interest is to establish a clear hierarchy of priority among competing creditors. In many jurisdictions, such as those governed by the Uniform Commercial Code in the United States or the Personal Property Security Act in Canada, the general rule is, first in time, first in right. By registering a financing statement, a creditor provides public notice of their interest, effectively staking a claim to the collateral. This notice prevents subsequent lenders from unknowingly taking an interest in the same asset, which could lead to protracted legal disputes. Consequently, a registered interest usually takes precedence over any later interests or imperfect claims, providing the lender with a superior position in the event of the borrower's default. Protection in insolvency and bankruptcy. The true value of registered security is often most apparent when a borrower faces insolvency or bankruptcy. In these scenarios, a trustee in bankruptcy is tasked with liquidating the debtor's assets to pay off creditors. An imperfect security interest is generally ineffective against a trustee, meaning the unregistered creditor is relegated to the status of an unsecured creditor. This status typically results in the creditor receiving only pennies on the dollar, if anything at all, after all secured and priority claims are satisfied. Conversely, a properly registered and perfected security interest allows the creditor to bypass the general pool of unsecured claims and seek recovery directly from the value of their specific collateral. Navigating jurisdictional variations. Legal requirements for security registration vary significantly across jurisdictions, making it imperative for parties to understand the specific laws of the relevant region. For instance, the rules for perfecting a security interest in movable property like equipment or inventory differ from those governing real property, such as land and buildings. Furthermore, some jurisdictions may require registration in the location of the debtor's incorporation, while others focus on the physical location of the collateral itself. Failure to comply with these local nuances, such as using the incorrect legal name of the debtor or filing in the wrong registry, can render a security interest void. Thus, a rigorous assessment of the jurisdictional legal framework is essential to ensure that the security is robust and legally defensible. Ensuring enforceability and attachment. Before a security interest can be registered, it must first attach to the collateral, which is the process that makes the interest enforceable between the debtor and the creditor. Attachment typically requires three elements: the creditor must give value, such as a loan, the debtor must have rights in the collateral, and there must be a written security agreement signed by the debtor. While attachment makes the contract valid between the two parties, registration is what makes it enforceable against third parties. Meeting these foundational legal requirements is the first step in a chain of compliance that ultimately protects the lender's investment from being seized by other judgment creditors or losing its value in a legal challenge. Compliance with anti-money laundering standards. Beyond the mechanics of priority and perfection, registering financial transactions is increasingly tied to broader regulatory compliance, particularly anti-money laundering and know-your-customer requirements. Governments use registration systems and reporting entities, such as FINTRAC in Canada or FinCEN in the United States, to monitor the flow of capital and prevent illicit activities. Failing to meet these legal requirements can result in severe penalties, including heavy fines and criminal charges, regardless of whether the underlying security was technically perfected. For financial institutions, integrating security registration into a comprehensive compliance program is vital for maintaining their operating licenses and avoiding reputational damage. Maintaining security over time. The importance of registration does not end once the initial filing is complete. Maintaining the security throughout the life of the loan is a continuous obligation. Most jurisdictions have specific lapse periods where a registration will expire unless a renewal or financing change statement is filed. Additionally, certain events, such as the debtor changing their legal name, relocating their business, or selling the collateral, can jeopardize the perfected status of a security interest if not addressed within a strict statutory timeframe, often 15 to 30 days. Diligent monitoring and administrative upkeep are therefore required to ensure that a once perfected interest does not inadvertently become unperfect due to a change in circumstances. Strategic benefits for borrowers and lenders. While the focus of security registration is often on creditor protection, it also provides significant strategic benefits to borrowers. By granting and registering a high-quality security interest, a borrower can often access lower interest rates and more favorable loan terms because the lender's risk is substantially reduced. Furthermore, a transparent registry system allows for more efficient due diligence, enabling businesses to leverage their existing assets to secure additional financing from different sources. Ultimately, a well-functioning system for registering security fosters a more stable and predictable financial environment, encouraging investment and facilitating the smooth flow of commerce across jurisdictional borders. For more information about our law firm's commercial financing legal practice, we welcome to visit our website or contact our law firm to schedule a confidential consultation. Thank you.